New tonight, a new tobacco policy in Northampton will effectively create a nicotine-free generation by banning sales based on birth date, not just age. And we now know when it will start and how it will be enforced. The Northampton Board of Health has amended its tobacco regulations to bar sales of cigarettes, vape products, and other nicotine items to anyone born on or after July 1st, 2005. The rule takes effect July 1st and applies to all tobacco and electronic nicotine delivery systems in the city. Health officials say the goal is to stop addiction before it starts, pointing out most nicotine dependence begins in teens or young adults. The policy does not change access for current adult users, but retailers will have to check ID and follow the new birth date cutoff. Northampton now joins more than 25 Massachusetts communities with similar nicotine-free generation rules.